Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 3 of Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 3. We are exactly where we were at the end of part 2, and we're off to see Hanwyn in the courtyard of Riverspring. I like that there's a lot of conversational stuff in it, and they've thought about the script and the storytelling and stuff. Just not bombarded with fighting at this stage in the game's quite nice. Soaks you into the world a little bit when you've got that going on. I'd be very interested to see this on, you know, Xbox back compat or something. Just to see it crisped up a bit. Get rid of the screen tearing a little bit. And I mean, this area is actually playing out quite nice. No screen tearing at all so far. There's Hanwyn there. Why is there money on my map? Riverspring Steward. None of this costs anything. That can't be right, can it? Well, everything he's got seems to be old, warm. It's what I've got already, pretty much, isn't it? But what I bet we don't have is a secondary weapon. Could take a mace, couldn't we? Old rusty crossbow. Perforating is the two-handed stuff then. That's a spear. I've succeeded in getting a discount of nothing. So at least we can jump between. I mean, there's a bit of an argument in there that says just don't have a shield and have a weapon in each hand. If it's one-handed weapons, they can actually hold two, can't they? And then you're getting a bit of two types of damage. I assume you can do that. Yep, you can. So you could have a, you know, we could probably put a perforating one on the other one. I think a perforating one might be two-handed. 2-handed. The weapons of your set 1 aren't suitable for your intensity stance. Single one-handed weapon. Alright, okay. Right, so that kind of doesn't work for us then. I see. So we can use a single one-handed or a two-handed weapon, effectively. Does he sell pouches? Because that would be really handy. How about no? Right, Hanwyn, what you saying, my good friend? The only person that's happy to see me.
Ah, Alistair, there you are. Please leave us. So, you're not too unsettled by the situation here?
Eliana is angry with me.
I spoke to Eliana. She has still not accepted my absence.
That's not surprising. She has suffered much since you left. She had toughened against the pain. But now that you are back, she would not know how to react.
I understand her anger. I pray for things to improve with time.
You are not the sole cause of her unhappiness. As I told you, Eliana took over managing the lands when your father began to fade. She moved heaven and earth to try to get Riverspring out of this mire.
Our family has always served House Lannister with loyalty. What have they done to help us?
For 15 years, your father refused to speak with them. But after his death, Eliana requested an audience with Queen Cersei Lannister. The audience did not go well, and the Queen will only help us once Riverspring has a new lord at its head. So your sister worked towards this end. Riverspring has belonged to House Sarwyck for generations. Eliana has refused to marry a lord from any other house. So, the Queen has chosen a man for your sister.
Who is it?
Valar, your father's bastard son, your half-brother.
Valar. I left Westeros hoping never to hear that name again. It is out of the question for my sister to marry him. He shares our blood. How can the Queen condone a marriage which goes against nature?
You realize that if Eliana were to wed another lord, she would take her husband's name. Being a bastard, Valar has no family name. It was the only solution to keep Riverspring for House Sarwyck.
Why did the Queen allow this?
Why choose Valar for a suitor? What does the Queen want?
From what I heard while accompanying your sister to King's Landing for her audience at court, Valar distinguished himself through his exploits. I know that the Queen enjoys surrounding herself with strong, devoted men. That is the case for Valar. By giving him this gift, she ensures his loyalty and increases her power.
But Valar was just a squire when he went off to war with me. It would take more than that to be a suitor worthy of our name.
Seeing him return alone from the war, your father blamed him for your disappearance. No matter how much Valar claimed to work for the prosperity of House Sarwyck, your father wouldn't hear any of it. He cursed him and chased him away from Riverspring for good. Your half-brother was mad with rage and left seeking vengeance. Apparently, he spent several years at the Citadel, using education to compensate for his low birth.
A maester cannot become a lord.
He never became maester, but stopped at the rank of acolyte. He learned the art of war, studied the higher mysteries, and forged links. He was then thrown out of the Citadel several years later for studying the forbidden arts. He's been a sellsword ever since. His reputation spread quickly, and royal ears heard of him. In 2 years, he went from simple soldier to the Queen's Guard. He moves in the shadows. The nobles of the court fear him.
Valar. He has taken too much from me already. I cannot just stand by while he marries my sister.
There is something else of which we should speak.
Oh, that's not
I
all.
would have liked to spare you this. I do not believe that your father's death was an accident. There are certain indications that lead me to believe that he was poisoned.
Are you sure?
Believe me, Alistair, I know this subject. The Strangler is a difficult poison to detect, but it leaves certain traces that cannot be caused by anything else.
Hey, why would someone want my father dead?
Did father have any ongoing conflicts which could have prompted someone to murder him?
I am not certain, but there are rumors of a possible culprit.
Tell me who it is.
This may overwhelm you, but the rumors say that it is your younger brother, Gawain.
Gawain? He was but a child when I left.
He and Lord Reynold had some serious quarrels, and he disappeared on the very night of your father's death. We've had no news of him since.
Why? Why would he have done such a thing?
Maester Hanwyn, the people are rebelling. Rioting has broken out throughout the town.
With all of this festering discontent, it was only a matter of time before this happened.
What are Ryman and his men doing? Why did they rebel?
Why would the people rise up with such violence?
Well, the lords left the castle after the burial with their fine clothes and all, whereas the villagers are starving. All of this flaunted wealth must have pushed them too far. Everything quickly erupted. They attacked the lords, taking them hostage.
How did things get this far out of hand?
One man used this opportunity to unite the mob against us.
I think I know who leads them. I crossed paths with a certain Tyrek when arriving. A rabble-rouser, telling people to take up arms.
Tyrek? I heard some guards say that he was getting people worked up in a marketplace.
Then that is where we must go.
Captain Ryman says that it's impossible. Our men are barely managing to keep them at bay at the castle doors. There are not enough of us to attempt an escape.
Where is Captain Ryman?
He is at the doors. He's the one that ordered the barricades.
7 hells! If Ryman deals with it, the revolt will end in flames and bloodshed.
Riverspring has already suffered too much. I must join Ryman. Riverspring needs me. I will not watch our land fall into ruins without acting.
Very well, but I beg you to be careful. You are a Sarwyck. Act as a liege, Lord Alster, and know that your acts will have consequences.
I will do what must be done.
I am sure you will.
Cool, dear. I've only been here 2 minutes, but it's all kicking off, isn't it? There are rumblings of revolt in town. Go to Ryman and assess the situation. Right, let's save it. I'm going to regret going light armor. I know I am. Red scroll is your main quest. The blue scroll lists your side quests. Ah, very nice. Informational tidbits are always nice in the loading screens, people. Alright, Alistair's got a vision of Rylor. Let's see what's going on with that. Hey, lot of shade going on out here.
Well, well, look who's here. Dear Alistair. What have you come for, my good cousin?
I hope you're thinking more clearly than you were earlier.
I have no lessons to learn from a coward.
Let's not start that again. Ryman, I did not come here to fight with you. What can you tell me of the situation here?
We've almost regained control of the southern part of town. My soldiers are about to clean it out. But in the marketplace, there are still skirmishes between rioters and people loyal to our cause. Nobles who came for the ceremony are still being held hostage by rebels on the docks in the northern part of town.
Very well. Let's go, Ryman. I want to see this for myself.
Really? His lordship would like to see this for himself? Well then, I'd be happy to accompany you to see this. I cannot wait to see you reason with this gang of peasants. I hope that blade at your belt is not just for decoration. Here, take my flask. You might need it.
Oh, well, I'll forgive you then. As soon as you've given me a flask to heal myself with. Not overly sure if it's... It must be full, surely. Well, we've got several ways to go here. Alistair is a priest of Rallor, which means he can manipulate fire. Once you have unlocked a Rallor ability for your character, you can use your fire abilities pressing L1. And Rallor ability tree can be accessed through Alistair's character sheet. Oh, I've got 2 points to spend in there. Where did that come from? Use a flask of flammable oil to set your weapon alight. Nice. Increase the burn rate on an opponent who is already on fire. Generate heat that helps increase health recovery. Health recovery might be useful. Excellent. Oh yeah, we've got 3 potions.
Ah, there you are, Captain. We were about to execute these men. They must learn who's in charge here.
These people must have committed serious crimes if they are to be executed.
They were amongst the rioters. They must be guilty of something.
If you execute people without reason, the situation will only grow worse. Allow me some time to question them.
What shall we do, Captain?
These vermin don't deserve such kind treatment. But fine. Let's see what my cousin is made of.
Tell us why you're here, friend.
They started it. We just came to ask for something to eat.
Shut your mouth, scum! You killed one of our men in the port, and you will pay for that!
I would like to question the guard.
What is this man being accused of?
My lord, this man was seen in the port, where the rioting broke out.
And you suspect that he is responsible for this unrest?
One of our guards was killed in front of the storehouse. Someone must pay for that.
This man will not rot in the dungeons. I'm interested in the villager's version.
This guard claims to have seen you at the port storehouse.
I was there with the others to demand food, my lord. But I'd already left when that guard got an axe through the head.
He looks a bit shifty, doesn't he?
Let him go.
Very well.
Little Leo, what are you saying?
This man was found near the dying body of one of our men. Look at him. He's pissed himself. You don't need more proof than that.
I'm interested in the villager's version. I would like to question the guard.
This man apparently killed a guard.
Everything leads us to believe it, my lord. We found him carrying an enormous knife.
Why was he carrying a knife?
What were you doing carrying a knife?
Well, because I'm an apprentice to the butcher in the marketplace, my lord. I use the blade in my work, nothing more.
The guard can tell me more about this knife.
Did you find him with the blade in his hand?
No, we found it in his pouch, but the blade was caked with dried blood.
He deserves dried blood, yeah, he's innocent.
Dried blood, you say? The blood would still be sticky and fresh if it belonged to our man. Let this man go immediately.
Very well, my lord.
Brusco.
You're finally to die, you piece of shit.
I've nothing to do with all this. My lot kept out of it from the start.
I don't give a damn. You've been a pain in our asses for far too long.
Question the guard.
For what crime do you wish to punish this man?
He belongs to an organised gang currently ruling over the port.
They hold the merchants to ransom. They all pay with coin or their lives.
We have good relations with the merchants on the port. They appreciate our protection.
Protection? Don't make me laugh. We finally have the chance to get our hands on him. Riverspring will be better off without him.
Prisoner's version.
What were you doing during the rioting?
I live in the inn overlooking the port with some friends. We haven't set foot outside since the revolt started. A group of armed guards arrived and dragged me off in the middle of a game of cards. So, that is Riverspring justice, huh? Quick executions without reason?
Well, he is owning up to be some sort of criminal, isn't he?
Send him to the dungeons.
Our friend already knows the way.
You're making a grave error, my lord.
Malera.
You'll pay for what you did, whore.
I wish you had been in your squalor's house as it burned.
What are you accusing her of?
She set fire to my house. I found the bitch admiring her work and celebrating.
Yes, I set the fire, and I'm proud of it. That monster deserves a lot worse.
The woman's version.
If you set his house on fire, you do realize that a lord can cut off your hands for far less than that.
Oh, please, don't cut off my hands, my lord. Your guard there. He took advantage of the rioting to violate my little sister. I found her in tears, unable to speak.
You can't call that rape. The girl didn't even put up a fight.
I'll gut you and make you eat your own shit.
The guard is the real culprit.
Your behavior is the cause of all this. You are the only person here who deserves punishment. Send him to the dungeons while I decide his fate. And let this woman go.
I cannot thank you enough, my lord.
Are you done, my lord?
Yes, but no one is to take such decisions in the future without telling me first. Try to at least hear what they have to say before passing sentence. Is that understood?
Yes, my lord.
Well, we didn't get anybody for the death, but, you know.
Plan to quiet the rioting by getting the townsfolk to side with you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Open this gate. I'm going to town.
Understood.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stop that. How come I've only got one? I haven't used any potions. How much? I did have 3. Whoa, fucking hellfire. Didn't realise I've got so bloody... God's sake. Still going to go with this dude anyway. That'll do.
Many men of the watch dying today.
There are so many people. And they are so well organized. Too organized for a simple rebellion.
Is that not where we came from? Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, it didn't give me a chance to drink my flask, but it's taking it off me anyway. It's like, what's that all about? Well, that went a bit better than the last one.
I'm sorry, my lord. Tyrek asked us to keep them here for as long as possible. Do not kill us. We beg of you.
They killed no one. I may be merciful.
I suppose it would be unfair to kill you for so little.
Oh, your leniency shall not be forgotten.
You've got us out of a bad situation, Captain. We'll join the others when we're ready.
And where to now? Upstairs?
Keep away. We're just returned. The town is ours now.
What's he doing? Don't seem to be hitting much at the moment. Come on.
We hadn't planned on killing him, my lord. It was just to teach him a lesson.
I understand your anger, but I will not accept such behavior inside these walls.
The Father watches over you.
Captain, I knew I could count on you.
The fight is not over, my boy. Try to find some place where you can make yourself useful.
Oh, hello.
You are completely mad. Nothing good will come of this revolt.
You'd better think well, Baker. If you're not with us, you're against us.
Please, Preston, just listen to yourself. We've lived in the same town since we were little.
What's going on here? Attacking the castle guards wasn't enough for you. You have to fight amongst yourselves, too.
Ah, there are the guards. Milords, we are faithful to House Sarwyck, and we're trying to calm them, but it's impossible to make them listen to reason.
Traitors! You wish to continue living in squalor and eating only what the Lords shit out?
Silence! I am the son of the late Lord Sarwyck. Who is behind this revolt?
He's a merchant who works at the port, goes by the name of Tyrek. He's well respected by the people of Riverspring.
At least he's one of ours. He suffers with us and fights with us. He's the only one who's dared to act while we die in squalor.
Only suppression will calm them. All they need is food.
I understand. I will ask that food from the castle be distributed, but first you must stop this revolt.
You would do that? Swear by the Seven, and we will put down our weapons.
Well, if that's what he wants to hear.
Very well. I swear it by the Seven.
Come on, lads. Let's get out of here. I hope you'll give us as much as we need.
The people will never be abandoned again. Trust me.
My thanks, my lord. I was so afraid the situation would get out of hand.
Unfortunately, Riverspring has seen too much of its own blood these last hours.
Tyrek promised them that there would be no innocent victims, and those poor sods believed him.
Giving up the castle's food like that, the villagers will be thankful for it, but it won't last for long.
No, he's got a point. Can't afford any of this anyway, so it's all a bit pointless. $16.28 1.6. That's some expensive bloody armour right there, isn't it? I mean, that we could afford that light sellsword hood, but it's not that much better. Stick what we've got for now, I think. Onward, my friend. Conversations all over the shop here.
Stop! Leave that man be!
We're just taking back what is ours. These cursed lords have made our life hard for far too long.
Perhaps you want us to slit your throats, like the vultures you are.
They're desperate. They don't realise how serious their actions are. Rallo will help them through this ordeal. They're desperate.
You have not had an easy life up until now, but I will ensure that things will change. In the meantime, go calmly home and all will be well.
I won't risk my life for this shit.
We'll pillage the guy once he's gone.
What is he?
Actually puts them on fire, doesn't it, a sword when it's lit? Do some serious damage, these bloody big guys.
Many thanks, my lord. I don't know if I'd still be alive without your help. I think I can get into the castle on my own.
Random Irish guys turned up.
The town has gone completely mad. We must stop this as soon as possible.
You have to knock these idiots around to get them to understand.
Only faith can save these people. Violence might worsen the situation. Steve, read it properly. He's right. We need to suppress this. Violence will worsen the situation.
Not this time, Ryman. The people of Riverspring are our responsibility. I'm going to put a stop to all this senseless killing.
Antique sword might be nice though. Let's have a look. Not leveled up yet. Old sword, 16 damage, 20 damage, yeah. Have ourselves a little save, I think. Come, Ryman. Hell. Rapier. That was a purple one as well. Oh. Oh, there it is. 22, yeah. Better again. Chance to inflict bleeding. 6 seconds with each attack, 10%. Yeah, that's going on, I think. But he's got a blunt one on, so that'll probably help in the mix of things.
Do not stay here if you don't wish to end up... I warn you.
That's doing a lot more damage, isn't it? When it actually hits him.
Spare me, I beg of you.
Did you listen to this man as he begged you for mercy?
But he just struts around in finery while we starve.
He attempted to kill us. He deserves death.
I should slit your throat for what you did. Leave here before I change my mind.
You're a good man, my lord.
I know. The laws will hate me for it. Robin, what are you doing?
What are you doing? This is no time to stand about. The town is rife with fire and bloodshed.
I know it better than most, my lord. I lost my 3 sons today. There's nothing to keep me here any longer.
Their deaths will be avenged. Ralor may bring him comfort. The fear of death will make him think twice. No.
I understand your pain. But suicide is not the solution. Keep hold of your life, and Relor's benevolence will soothe your soul.
Relor? What do you mean?
Relor is the warmth in your home, the comfort of a mother's breast, and the sweetness of a woman's words. Go to him, and the path will seem less dark.
Perhaps I...
Well, it seemed to work.
Shit! The captain of the guard!
Oh, hello.
Further, but we will kill all of these lords.
Bastards! They're going after the burial guests. How do you want to proceed, Alistair?
People of Riverspring, I am Alistair Sarwyck. Why are you attacking these innocent people?
We've been dying of hunger for years, while these lords and ladies with their jewels just strut around us like peacocks.
Start by letting these people go. Nothing can be resolved while you still threaten them.
Free them? You must be joking. The port's merchants are all penniless. We ask only for enough to buy new wares and reopen our stores.
Let them take their jewels. These lords are our allies. My house pays. I will not negotiate with these thieves.
Our lands are sick and the castle is low on coin. But these lords here are under my protection, and Riverspring will pay for their release. Ryman, hand them your purse. Eliana will repay you at the castle.
You have some guts. I'll make sure you repay me. Here, beggars. Now get out of my sight.
Thank you, Lord Alistair. You acted like a true lord.
Your talents as a diplomat are equal to your father's, Alistair.
Your compliment warms my heart, Garrison. You should take advantage of this calm to go home. The situation here should return to normal soon.
You're right.
You're right. Fare ye well.
You acted admirably, my lord.
What were you doing, ferryman?
The lords wanted me to help them leave the town, but these brutes attacked us before I could cast off the moorings. It's a good thing you arrived when you did. I didn't think I'd make it. Let me know if I can return the favor one day.
My Lord Sarwyck, Tyrek, the leader of the revolt, has turned up at the castle doors. He will only negotiate with you.
The traitor finally shows his face. It's time to put a stop to this madness.
We must act carefully. This Tyrek is dangerous. Let us listen to what he has to say.
If the people followed him, then this man earned their respect. He deserves to be listened to. Guard, tell him I'm on my way.
Very well, my lord.
$200 experience? What? And we still haven't leveled up. Go to the castle entrance to negotiate with Tyrek. It's quite cool you're running around with someone that hates your guts but's helping you battle. It's quite cool. I mean, it's a clumsy little game, but I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of good in it. It's not following the natural path of an RPG so far as it's really allowing itself to get into the story and lots of conversation and such like. I really like that. It's a bold move.
Open the gate. I'm returning to the castle.
Very well.
Let us save it before we go in here, just in cases.
At last. The man who everyone is talking about? The famous Alistair Sarwyck? We already spoke on the quay. You pretended you were just a foreigner. But now that you're with your guards, you finally show your true face.
This morning I was only a stranger, but the situation has changed and I have to act. You are the man who started the rioting which led to a full revolt.
You know nothing of our problems. Your family sits warm in your castle while we die of hunger in the streets.
He proved that he is on our side today, Tyrek. He preferred to use Riverspring's coin to appease his wealthy allies on the wharf. But he was generous, in his judgment, and he was able to stop the slaughter in the marketplace.
I've made decisions which may seem unjust to you, but they were for the good of Riverspring. Our town is where it is today because ties with the lords of the Westerlands have been cut. To bring our lands back to health, we must gain the trust and support of the lords.
Unfortunately, your efforts seem to be in vain, Alistair.
May the lords of the Westerlands rest easy. From now on, I will do everything in my power to restore Riverspring to its former glory.
You disgust me. You reveal yourself for what you are. Despite your actions during the rioting, you defend the privileges of the lords. Nothing changes. The people will continue to die of hunger, while the lords feast.
During the rioting, the people of Riverspring did not die of hunger. They died by the sword, Tyrek. Do you not take any blame for having brought about these massacres? Riverspring has suffered heavy losses on both sides, the people and the guards alike.
The Guard will fight to the end for the survival of Riverspring, but your decisions did not help us at all. You're so interested in gaining the people's love that you'll lead the town to ruin. You can't rule the town with weak actions.
The people no longer support you, Tyrek. Your cause means nothing now.
He's right, Tyrek. The rioting was foolery. Many of our people died today. Leave it be.
Enough bloodshed, Tyrek. Accept your defeat. Accept your situation. You have no support anymore.
You may have calmed them with your pretty speeches, but I know that it won't change and we'll just keep dying.
I will rebuild Riverspring again if it costs me my life. And you will hear it all from the dungeons. Guards, take him away.
You succeeded, Lord Alistair.
Yay!
These riots very nearly destroyed Riverspring.
Hanwyn, you address me as Lord now?
Although you do not officially hold the title of Lord, you have shown that you have the soul of one. From this point forth, I shall address you as such.
I shall try to be worthy of your trust. The town may be appeased, but I could not please everyone.
It is difficult to lead. Your choices will always leave someone unhappy. The important thing is that you made decisions where others would simply let the situation deteriorate. The decisions you made today brought peace back to Riverspring. That is all that matters.
He is right, Alistair. I never thought I would say this, but Riverspring needs a man like you.
Yay, Ryman likes me.
To leave now.
Thank you, Ryman. Rest assured, I do not intend to leave. Not anymore.
Good to hear.
Now that this matter has been taken care of, I would like to carry on our discussion regarding my brother, Garwen.
Not here, Alistair. It has been a particularly delicate matter since the death of Lord Reynold. Find me at the castle.
Understood.
Woohoo! We've leveled up finally! Finally, it happened to me. Man of the people. Yeah, I must have played this under a different name. Because I'm getting all the trophies. Right, well we need to go into the castle again. And we need to level up. Let's level up. Level up, buttercup. Right, we've got another stance point for another move. Passive, your attacks are becoming more powerful. Yeah, we'll take that. That's just a passive that will be there forever. Thank you. A Rallo point. Increase the burn rate on your opponent who was already on fire. That's quite cool because they do get set on fire by the sword flame. What's this one? Passive. You are more resistant to fire. Damage is decreased significantly and wildfire attacks no longer interrupt you. Fire damage suffered minus 50%. Bloody hellfire. It's quite good, isn't it? Should we take that? Not that anyone's set me on fire yet, but it's a massive reduction in... Yeah, let's take that. Then it's done, isn't it? 11 points? What? Well, we're on 24. Damage times 1.4. That only seems to be up in our HP, doesn't it? Our health, sorry. Yeah, HP. Determined by agility and luck. The bonus applies when wearing light armor. Now that's interesting. So agility and luck are things that we need to upgrade. And luck's the one thing I didn't. What? It's locked it. It's already locked it in. Oh, well, never mind. Never you mind. I was going to balance out a bit more, but it's fine. Some beautiful artwork on these loading screens, isn't there? Very nice. Oh, Ryman's left me party. I'm all on my own. I love this courtyard. It's gorgeous. Well, I think that is an ideal place to wrap things up for this part, people. Really enjoying this. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 3, and I shall catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.